Act 1, Scene 1, a desolate place, thunder and lightning. Enter 3 witches.
When shall we 3 meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the chaos is over, when the battle's lost and won. That will be before the sunset. Where shall we meet? On the heath, there to meet with Macbeth. I come, Grey Malkin. Paddock calls. Coming.
Fair is foul, and
foul is fair. Let's move through the fog and filthy air.
They exit.
Act 1, Scene 2. Alarum within. Enter King Duncan, Malcolm, Donalbain, Lennox with attendants, meeting a bleeding captain.
Who is this bloody man? He can give us the latest news on the revolt, judging by his condition.
This is the captain who, like a good and brave soldier, fought to save me from capture. Hail, brave friend. Tell the king what you know about the battle as you saw it last.
It was uncertain, like 2 exhausted swimmers clinging to each other and drowning in the process. The ruthless MacDonald, deserving to be a rebel, was supplied with soldiers from the Western Isles, and fortune, smiling on his cursed cause, seemed like a rebel's whore. But all was too weak. For brave Macbeth, he truly deserved that name, disregarding fortune, with his sword, smoking with bloody execution, cut his way through until he faced the traitor, who neither shook hands nor said farewell before Macbeth split him from his navel to his jaw and stuck his head on our battlements.
O valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
Just as shipwrecking storms and dreadful thunders arise from the place where the sun begins to reflect, so too did discomfort grow from where comfort seemed to come. Mark this, King of Scotland. No sooner had justice, armed with valour, forced these retreating soldiers to flee than the Norwegian lord, seeing an opportunity with new weapons and fresh troops, launched a new assault.
Didn't this dismay our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
Yes, as much as eagles are dismayed by sparrows, or lions by hares. To tell the truth, they fought like cannons overloaded with double charges, so they redoubled their strikes on the enemy. Unless they intend to bathe in the blood of the wounded, or create another Golgotha, I couldn't say. But I am faint. My wounds cry for help.
Your words suit you as much as your wounds do. They both speak of honour. Go, get him surgeons.
The captain is led off by attendants. Enter Ross and Angus.
Who comes here?
The worthy Thane of Ross.
Look at the urgency in his eyes. He looks like someone with strange news to tell. God save the king.
Where have you come from, worthy Thane?
From Fife, great king, where the Norwegian banners mock the sky and chill our people. Norway himself, with a massive force, assisted by the most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a terrible battle until Macbeth, dressed in armour, confronted him, point for point, rebel arm against rebel arm, and curbed his wild spirit. In the end, victory was ours.
Great joy!
Now the King of Norway begs for a truce. We refuse to allow the burial of his men until he paid $10,000 to our general fund at St. Colm's Inch.
The Thane of Cawdor will no longer deceive our trust. Go, announce his immediate execution, and give his title to Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he has lost, noble Macbeth has won.
They exit.
Act 1, Scene 3. Thunder. Enter the 3 witches.
Where have you been, sister? Killing pigs. And you, sister, where were you? A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap and was munching away. Give me some, I said. Get away, witch, the fat rumped scoundrel cried. Her husband's gone to Aleppo, master of the Tiger, but I'll sail there in a sieve, and like a tailless rat I'll do, and I'll do. I'll give you a wind. You're kind. And I'll give you another. I have all the other winds myself, and the very ports they blow to, all the directions they know on the sailor's chart. I'll drain him dry as hay. He won't sleep night or day, he'll live a cursed life. For 77 weeks, 9 times 9, he'll waste away, weaken and pine. Though his ship won't be lost, it'll be tossed by tempests. Look what I have. Show me, show me. Here I have a pilot's thumb, wrecked as he was coming home. A drum, Macbeth is coming. Weird sisters hand in hand, travellers of the sea and land, thus we go round and round, thrice to yours and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make it mine. Peace, peace, the charm's wound up.
Enter Macbeth and Banquo. I've never seen a day so foul and fair.
How far is it to Forres? What are these creatures, so withered and wild in their clothing that they don't seem like inhabitants of the earth, and yet they are? Do you live, or are you something that people can question? You seem to understand me, each of you laying a bony finger on your skinny lips. You should be women, and yet your beards make me doubt that you are.
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth! Hail to you, Thane of Glamis! All hail Macbeth! Hail to you, Thane of Cawdor! All hail Macbeth, who shall be king hereafter!
Good sir, why do you start and seem so afraid of things that sound so fair? In the name of truth, are you real, or are you just a fantasy? You greet my noble partner with titles of present greatness and raw hope. He seemed entranced by all, but you don't speak to me. If you can look into the seeds of time and tell which grain will grow and which will not, then speak to me, who neither begs nor fears your favours or your hate.
Hail! 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 Lesser than Macbeth, but greater. Not so happy, but much happier. You will father kings, though you will not be one. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo. Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Wait, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By Sinel's death I know I'm Thane of Glamis, but how can I be Thane of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman, and becoming king is just as unlikely as becoming Cawdor. Where did you get this strange information? Or why do you stop us on this barren heath with such prophetic greetings? Speak, I command you. Witches vanish.
The earth has bubbles, just like water, and these must be some of them. Where did they vanish?
Into the air, and what seemed like solid bodies melted away like breath into the wind. I wish they had stayed.
Were these things really here, as we were just talking about, or have we eaten some insane root that takes away our reason?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor too. Wasn't that what they said?
Exactly the same words. Who's coming here?
Enter Ross and Angus.
The king has joyfully received the news of your success, Macbeth. And when he reads about your personal feats in the battle against the rebels, he is amazed and full of praise, unsure which is greater, your achievements or his admiration. Silenced by your bravery, as he reviews the events of the same day, he finds you fighting in the ranks of the Norwegians, unafraid of the horrors you created. Messages came thick and fast, each one bringing news of your praises in defense of the kingdom, and they were heaped upon him. We are sent to give you the king's thanks and to bring you to his presence, but not to reward you. And as a token of greater honour, he asked me to call you Thane of Cawdor on his behalf. With that title, all hail, most worthy Thane, for it is yours.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why are you dressing me in borrowed robes?
The man who was the Thane still lives, but he's under a heavy sentence, bearing a life he deserves to lose. Whether he worked with the Norwegians, supported the rebels with secret help, or both, I don't know. But he's been overthrown by confessed and proven treason.
Glamis and Thane of Cawdor, and the greatest is yet to come. Thanks for your efforts. Do you not hope that your children shall be kings when those who gave me the Thane of Cawdor promised no less to them?
That might spur you on to seek the crown, besides the Thane of Cawdor. But it's strange, and often, to lead us to our doom. The forces of darkness tell us truths, win us with honest trifles, only to betray us in the most serious matters. Cousins, may I have a word with you?
They step aside.
2 truths are told as happy prologues to the main act of the imperial theme. I thank you, gentlemen. This supernatural temptation cannot be bad, but it can't be good either. If it's bad, why did it give me a glimpse of success beginning with the truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If it's good, why do I find myself thinking about something so horrible that it makes my hair stand on end and my heart pound against my ribs? Present fears are less terrifying than what my imagination conjures up. My thoughts of murder, though still just fantasies, shake me so much that I'm not myself, and nothing is real except what isn't.
Look at our friend. He's lost in thought.
If fate wants me to be king, maybe fate will crown me without my help.
New honours come upon him like new clothes that don't quite fit until they're broken in with use.
Come what may, time and the hour pass through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we're waiting on you.
Forgive me, my mind was preoccupied with forgotten thoughts. Kind gentlemen, your efforts are recorded in my heart, where I turn every day to read them. Let's go to the king. Think about what's happened, and when we have more time, we'll share our thoughts with each other openly.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come on, friends.
They exit. Act 1, Scene 4. Flourish. Enter King Duncan, Lennox, Malcolm, Donalbain, and attendants.
Is the execution done on Cawdor? Haven't those in charge returned yet?
My liege, they haven't come back yet, but I spoke with someone who saw him die. He reported that Cawdor confessed his treasons openly, begs your highness for forgiveness, and expressed deep repentance. Nothing in his life became as much as how he left it. He died as if he had studied how to throw away the most precious thing he owned as if it was a mere trifle.
There's no way to read a man's mind by looking at his face. I trusted him completely.
Enter Macbeth, Banquo, Ross, and Angus.
Oh, my worthiest cousin. The sin of my ingratitude weighs heavily on me. You are so far ahead that even the swiftest wing of reward is slow to catch up with. I wish you had deserved Clare. So the thanks and rewards I give could match what you have done. All I can say is that more is owed to you than anyone could ever pay.
The service and loyalty I owe you are rewards enough in themselves. Your role is to accept our duties, and our duties are to your throne and state, like those of children and servants, doing everything we can for your love and honour.
Welcome here. I've begun to nurture you, and I'll work hard to help you grow fully. Noble Banquo, you've deserved no less, and must be known for your deeds as well. Let me embrace you and hold you close to my heart.
If I grow, the harvest will be yours.
My overflowing joy, so full, tries to hide itself in tears of sorrow. Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and those closest to me, know this. We will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, whom we name from now on the Prince of Cumberland. This honour will not only invest him, but will also shine like stars on all deserving people. From here, let's go to Inverness and strengthen our bond with you.
The rest is labour that isn't for you. I'll be the messenger myself and bring joy to my wife with the news of your approach. So, I humbly take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
The Prince of Cumberland? That's a step I must fall down from or leap over, for it stands in my way. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my dark and deep desires. Let the eye wink at the hand, but let that be done which the eye fears to see.
He exits.
True, worthy Banquo. Macbeth is full of courage, and I am nourished by his praise. It's like a banquet to me. Let's follow him, who has gone ahead to prepare a welcome for us. He is a peerless kinsman.
Flourish. They exit.
Act 1, Scene 5. Enter Lady Macbeth alone with a letter.
They met me on the day of success, and I've learned from the most reliable reports that they possess more than mortal knowledge. When I burned with desire to question them further, they vanished into thin air. While I stood amazed at this, messengers from the king came hailing me as Thane of Cawdor, a title the Weird Sisters had greeted me with earlier. They also foretold my future as king hereafter. I thought it best to inform you, my dearest partner of greatness, so you won't miss out on the joy of knowing the greatness that's been promised to you. Take this to heart and farewell. You are Glamis and Cawdor, and you shall be what you're promised. But I fear your nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to seize the nearest way. You want greatness, you're not without ambition, but you lack the ruthlessness that should accompany it. You want what you want, but you want it in a holy way. You wouldn't cheat, yet you'd have what isn't yours. You'd have what cries out, you must do this if you want it, but you'd rather not do it than have it left undone. Hurry home so I can pour my spirits into your ear and challenge with the courage of my words anything that stands in the way of your golden crown, which fate and supernatural forces seem to have destined for you.
Enter messenger.
What news do you bring?
The king is coming here tonight.
You're mad to say it. Isn't your master with him? If he were, he would have sent word to prepare.
So please you, it's true, our Thane is coming. One of my fellows who was faster arrived almost out of breath, with just enough to deliver the message.
Take care of him. He brings great news.
Messenger exits.
The raven itself is hoarse from croaking the fatal arrival of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here and fill me from crown to toe with the direst cruelty. Make my blood thick. Stop the passage to remorse so that no guilty feelings can shake my deadly purpose, nor stop the execution of it. Come to my woman's breasts and turn my milk into gall, you murderous spirits, wherever you hide in the unseen forces of nature. Come, thick night, and wrap yourself in the darkest smoke of hell, so that my sharp knife won't see the wound it makes, nor heaven peek through the blanket of darkness to cry, Stop, stop!
Enter Macbeth.
Great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all-hail of what's to come. Your letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel the future now.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when does he leave?
Tomorrow, as he plans.
Oh, never shall that sun see tomorrow. Your face, my Thane, is like a book where men may read strange things. To deceive the time, look like the time. Show welcome in your eyes, your hands, your words. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent underneath it. The one whose coming must be taken care of, and you shall put tonight's great business into my hands, which will give us absolute power and dominion in the days and nights to come.
We will speak further.
Just look clear. To alter your expression is to show fear. Leave the rest to me.
They exit. Act 1, Scene 6. Harp boys and torches. Enter King Duncan, Malcolm, Donalbain, Banquo, Lennox, Macduff, Ross, Angus, and attendants.
This castle has a pleasant location. The air sweetly appeals to our gentle senses.
This summer guest, the temple haunting martins, shows that the air here is heavenly. There's no projection, frieze, buttress, or corner where this bird hasn't made its hanging bed and breeding cradle. Where they breathe and live, I've noticed that the air is delicate.
Enter Lady Macbeth.
Look, here's our honoured hostess. Sometimes the love that follows us brings trouble, but we still thank it as love. Here's a lesson for you. How to bid us God's blessing for your efforts and thank us for your trouble.
All our service done twice over and then doubled again would still be a poor and insignificant task compared to the deep and wide honours with which your Majesty honours our house. For the old ones and for the new honours added to them, we are your humble servants.
Where's the Thane of Cawdor? We followed close behind him and meant to arrive before him, but he rides well, and his great love, as sharp as his spur, has brought him home before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
We and everything we have are yours to command and will always be at your service to make you happy.
Give me your hand. Lead me to my host. We love him greatly and will continue to show him our favour. By your leave, hostess.
They exit.
Act 1, Scene 7. Oboes play. Torches. Enter a steward and various servants with dishes and service across the stage. Then enter Macbeth.
If it were done, when it were done, then it would be best if it were done quickly. If the assassination could stop the consequences, and success could follow his death, then this blow might be the end-all and be-all here. But here, In this brief life, we still have judgment. We teach bloody lessons, and they come back to plague the teacher. Justice, being fair, makes us drink from the poisoned cup we serve to others. He's here in double trust. First, as I'm his kinsman and his subject, strong reasons against the deed. Then as his host, who should shut the door against his murderer, not bear the knife myself. Besides, Duncan has been so humble and clear in his duties as king. His virtues will cry out like angels, with trumpets against the deep damnation of his murder. Pity, like a newborn baby riding the wind, or like heaven's cherubim on invisible horses, shall blow this horrid deed into everyone's eyes, causing tears to drown the wind. I have no spur to drive my intent, only vaulting ambition which overleaps itself and falls on the other side.
Enter Lady Macbeth.
Why have you left the banquet? He's almost finished supper.
Has he asked for me?
Don't you know he has?
We will go no further with this plan. He has honoured me recently, and I've gained golden opinions from all sorts of people, which I should wear now, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope you had drunk? Has it slept since? And now it wakes up green and pale at what it so freely desired? From now on, that's how I'll think of your love. Are you afraid to be the same in action as you are in desire? Would you not take what you consider the crown of life and live a coward in your own mind, letting I dare not wait upon wood, like the poor cat in the proverb?
Peace, please. I dare do all that befits a man. Who dares do more is none.
What kind of beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you dared to do it, then you were a man, and to be more than what you were, you would be so much more than man. Neither time nor place was suitable before, but you would have made them fit. Now they've made themselves, and their suitability unmakes you. I have nursed a baby, and know how tender it is to love the baby that feeds from me. But I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from its gums and dashed its brains out if I had sworn to do so, as you have sworn to this.
If we should fail?
We fail. But screw your courage to the sticking place, and we'll not fail. When Duncan is asleep, his long day's journey will surely make him sleep soundly. I'll get his 2 chamberlains so drunk with wine and wassail that their memory, the guard of their brain, will be nothing but a haze, and the very reason will be as weak as an alembic. When their drunken natures lie in a death-like sleep, what can't we do to the unguarded Duncan? What can't we blame on his spongy officers who will bear the guilt of our great murder?
You should bear only sons, for your undaunted spirit should produce nothing but males. Will it not seem that when we've smeared those 2 sleeping guards with blood, and used their daggers, that they have done it?
Who shall dare think otherwise, as we shall make loud our grief, and clamour upon his death?
I'm resolved, and will exert every muscle for this terrible act. Let's go, and mock the time with a fair show. A false face must hide what the false heart knows.
They exit.